If you listen to the news nowadays, we're in a state of pandemonium. That's right, this pandemic disease has turned our lives upside down. And everybody's rushing out to prepare for the pandemonium that lies ahead. We're running to the grocery stores, we're emptying in all the hand sanitizers, chicken breasts, and cans of tuna. And if you haven't got your Kirkland pallet of toilet paper yet from Costco, you're in trouble. Unless, of course, for all our listeners out in Australia, pick up a copy of last week's NT News. They've intentionally left 8 pages in the middle blank so that you can use this in the case of an emergency. This is what life has come to. As we take this time and we contemplate what we're supposed to be doing right now, and we feel like we're in some sort of a state-imposed self-rest. Imagine that this is a good time. My glass is always half full. I get to spend this time with my loved ones. We can catch up, we can enjoy the sunshine, we can read a book, we can play board games, we can interact, we can talk. But there's also something else that we should be doing right now and take this time. And that is, we can be preparing for Lent. This is where we're at this point. Lent, of course, is the time of preparation for Easter. It starts with Ash Wednesday, and it's 40 days long. The reason for the 40? Well, that's a biblical number. We know about the number 3, we know about the number 7. 40 was always a biblical number that represented a lot. Noah endured 40 days and nights of a deluge of rain coming down on him. Moses went up on Mount Sinai for 40 days and nights to pray. He also wandered through the desert for 40 years. And what's most important, Jesus went into the wilderness and prayed for 40 days when he was being tempted. It is that reflection back in 325 that the province of Nicaea came up with the concept of Lent. It's 40 days of preparation to prepare our minds for Easter, to think about all the things that Christ has done for us, to pray for salvation, for all the things he has done. When we think about that, there's many ways to prepare yourself for Lent. We do this through prayer. We do this through fasting. That is a way to pull within ourselves. This is a good time for fasting. And we can think about how our lives will be changed, and we can deprive ourselves of some things which we're going through right now that'll help us to reflect on the importance of this season. It's also about giving to others and selflessness, and we hear certainly a lot about that. And this is a good time when we're going to need to do this. While we're all pulled together at this time to come and be in solitude, there will be a time moving forward where we're going to need to work together. And that's across all ages, all races, genders. It doesn't matter. We're all in this together. But the most important thing that you can be doing through Lent is to pray. Pray to God in gratitude for the sacrifice that his Son made to give us everlasting life. Pray to God to thank him for the strength he gives us to get through every day. And pray to God to thank him for his presence in our day, every life, to give us the confidence so that our glass may be always half full.